It's time now for the award-winning #1 local talk show in Northeast Pennsylvania, The Sam Lesante Show. Now here's your host, Sam Lesante.
Well, thanks for joining us. I'm Sam Lesante, and you're watching The Sam Lesante Show. My friends, when he was on the show before, he talked about he would be coming back and talking about what direction he wants to take the city of Hazleton. I'm talking about Vianney Castro, who's running for mayor in Hazleton, and I want to thank all of the candidates who are able to invest in being able to explain to you what they want to offer. But Vianney said at the last show he had some specifics that he wanted to talk about, and he's living up to his word. He's here to talk about that. Vianney, nice to see you.
Nice to see you, son.
Campaigning is interesting, isn't it?
Oh my God, it's been crazy, but I love it. I love to be there, talking to the people, seeing the problem of the city, and finding the best idea to fix the problem that we have right now.
And you know, it's funny, Vianney, when you're around talking to people, sometimes they'll give you solutions, you know, that you don't have, you know, and I think you've been able to find that out by talking to so many people. Am I correct?
That's correct, Sam, and actually that's the key of having a good government. When you listen to the people, you know that the people will give you good ideas to solve the problem that you're having in the city.
Explain again why you want to run for mayor.
Sam, I want to run for mayor because I see a need in the city. I'm a person who has been in business for 11 years in the city of Hazleton, living in Hazleton for 15 years, and I did really good for myself. I see the city is like a breaking apart in many areas, and I want to try to bring all the people together to create a better future for our kids. I think God gave me a gift to know, a good instinct to take right decisions. And I want to use this gift that he gave me to give it to the people. So I believe if I get to win and become the mayor of the city, I can change many, many lives in the cities right now. Because I see our future dark. Not only the city, the whole country. I mean, we are going in the wrong direction. And I really want to help to bring back that, to come back to the basic.
Looking at your experience, it's all well and good to say things, but we had talked before that you have been in business 11 years and you have hired many employees. What is your background?
My background is a long one. Let me make it short. I was born in Dominican Republic, came to the United States in 2004. I didn't speak English back then. When I came, I had to learn in the process. In 2012, I opened my first business here in the city of Hazleton. I moved from New Jersey, Patterson, New Jersey, to Hazleton. I opened the business in 2012, Super Gomas. 2013, I opened Viallos, Soaps and Sods. Then, through the time, we opened more businesses, like the one we have in Lehighton. We have one on Cedar Street. We have one on the mall on Broad Street. We are investing in real estate right now. Me and my family have a real estate company, and we are doing good for ourselves. We are growing and doing really good. I've been part of the city of Hazleton since the beginning, since 2015. I came to be part, I think, from the CAN-B board. I am board of the Chamber of Commerce. I am a member of the board of the HIP, the Community Center of Forest Street. Right now, I work as a board member of the Redevelopment Authority in the City Hall. I created the Spanish Business Association in 2018. I am member of different sports clubs in town, like the karate school, volleyball club. I am a straight supporter of the kids that we have that play baseball in town. And if I keep saying, it's going to be a long list.
You've been involved.
Yeah, I've been involved 100% within the city of Hazleton. I am a well-known person. Everybody knows me, and the American people, Anglos, and Spanish people know me really well. They know I am a man of my word, and I believe I have a good reputation. Never had a problem with the law.
With that being said, you know, there's always, first of all, I applaud everyone who's running for mayor. I mean, everybody has a story to tell, and thank God we have all good candidates. But sometimes we have some people who like to disrupt that, okay? And you've been able to, because who you are and the aggressiveness you have and what you want to present, you may have a couple people that are distractors, okay? How do you handle those distractors?
Well, that is a good question, Sam. Right now, we have a team of people that are committed to destroy our campaign. And that is good. And that makes me really happy because I am the kind of person that if you throw a rock at me, better you have a good arm because I'm going to fly higher. You know? So that is what I am doing and my team. We are flying higher. We are going stronger. And when somebody tries to disrupt our campaign, we just don't care about it. We don't listen to them. We try not to respond to them unless it's an emergency. Sometimes there are situations where you have to stay strong and face the situation, but if not, we just keep advancing, moving forward, looking at the front, never at the back, because we know this was going to happen. Mm-hmm. And if you see the signs, some of my signs in town, they were vandalized. This weekend alone, they took like 10 to 15 signs down, and they broke them. And that is good. That makes me happy, Sam, because that means that we are a contender, and people are scared that we are about to win the city hall, and we're going to make the change. That is the only thing that I see there.
And that's so sad. It's
it's happening.
I know, and I applaud you for that. I mean, it's okay to disagree and have, a disagreement, which is fine. But when you start doing the kind of things that are not right, it just lowers that. It lowers the person who did that, or whoever did it. It's sad. When we look at the city of Hazleton, and I've said to you, I was born and raised in this area. Hazleton, well, we were in there for many, many years. My business, piano organ business, the TV business. We found Hazleton to be very receptive. Everyone was very kind. We never had a problem at all, okay? We saw some bad element coming into town. We were upset about that. And so how would you handle the bad element that we have sometimes in a town that we don't want to have?
So, too bad this has become a city. It's a very different city in today's day than 20 years ago. And we have all type of people in the city right now. And this is why we need a mayor, and a Spanish mayor. Somebody who understands the changes that are happening in the city. I know the Spanish people because they are my people, and I know who are the small groups that are causing the problems in the city. I know how to handle them better because I can reach to them easier than the normal American mayor. So sometimes the mayor has to go to Ocoa in Dominican Republic to find out, to look for information, to look for people to help him. I don't have to go anywhere. I am here. This is me. I know them, and I know to handle them, and I know how to fix them or punish them if it comes to that point.
Now, when I was growing up, being Italian, I would say, well, my people. And it didn't mean that I didn't like any other people.
Yes.
And sometimes people, well, what about me? I'm not, and I know what you're saying, okay? But it was funny because I remember I was somewhere and I said, well, my people, well, why, Sam? You're my people, but I'm saying the fact that we grew up in Italians and we knew what we were doing didn't mean that my Polish friends and my Slavic friends were not my people, Yeah. I just wanted to mention.
No, yeah, it is a good point that I speak in a way because it's not for me, my people are all the people.
Yeah,
really,
right,
because,
yeah.
like me, my grandfather was Italian.
Is that right?
Yeah, my last name is Berra. Actually, my grandfather was second cousin of Yogi Berra.
Is that right?
So when I say my people, I don't know which one is my people, but
yeah.
I belong to everywhere.
It's just something you say,
It's something that we say, like a normal conversation. It's like my two kids are half white, half Spanish, and they are just American to me. I hate when I have to classify them, when I have to fill a paperwork, and they said, "Are you Spanish or are you white?"
Yeah,
they look at me like, "What did I put, Daddy?"
Yeah.
I say, "You are American."
Yeah.
It's time to stop that classification, that division.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, when you talk about working together, I keep going back to when I was growing up in Partysville. We had the greatest time. My friends were Slovak, Polish, and a couple Irish, not too many Irish. But we would play together. We would have dinner at different homes every night. They were like all brothers and sisters. There was no prejudice whatsoever. We appreciated each other's nationality. And you can't find better people than to come from the Patch Towns, I must say that. What are you going to do about crime?
When it comes to crime, I have two different approaches to fight crime back, to fight the crime in the city of Hazleton. Number one, I am talking with somebody with a lot of experience to bring this person to the police department of Hazleton from a big city. This person that I've been speaking with have a lot of experience working crime in big cities than all the kind of crime that we're having here right now. That's number one. Look for this advisor. Maybe I don't want to say it, but might be a good challenge as a chief of police. He's an Italian person who I know from long time ago. I saw his work. I saw his background, and I love the guy. But I don't want to mention any name yet until we get something concrete after the election day. Another position is to keep giving the police department all the help they are getting, because really they've been getting a lot of help. You see that they have a lot of new equipment. Jeff did a really good job on this. He put a lot of cameras in town. He have this new system of cameras that they can track the license plate. All those things are perfect. I will keep working with these kind of programs. And on top of that, and this is where I plan to make the big difference of it, is that I will work something that nobody worked before. It's the prevention programs. I'm going to work with prevention programs in the city. And how I plan to do that? I plan to do this through sports. I'm going to take as many kids. I have a program that I call 1,000 kids out of the streets. 1,000 kids out of the streets. How this is work? I'm going to expand the Boy Scouts. I will expand the clubs that we have, like the basketball clubs, and I'm going to organize them in different parts of town so they can compete between each other. I will put one person in charge of, in every single park, we're going to have one person in charge of the parks. So we will not allow the drugs to get in the parks, because we fix the parks, we put $1 million in one park, and then next thing we know, gangs and drugs are the one getting into there, and then, in fact, crime. So how we plan to have so many people working in these areas and organizing all this without hurting the taxpayer? Because I want to bring all the pastors of the churches that we have in town. We have so many churches in town and so many people that are willing to help the city, but they don't find the road to help the city, because our city hall is close to their own people. So right now you go to the city hall and you go to a place that you don't know if you're going to solve your problem or get another problem. So most of the people in Hazleton right now are not being part of the community because they are afraid of the same city hall that we have right now and the way that they are managing the city. But I will bring these people out. And I talked to a lot of them. I had talked to like 15 people already. And they're willing to put volunteer hours on the parks to make these clubs a reality. So by taking the kids out of the streets, by having a pastor, a preacher, work with them directly, we will fight the drugs and the gangs, and we're going to push them back out of town. Of course, and the proper punishment system with the police department, I think we can make a change.
What do you think is the most important problem right now in the city of Hazleton? There's a lot of concerns, but what do you think is the highlight?
Highlight for what I see the crime and the quality of life. Actually, Hazleton, it might look that we don't have an organized crime, but we have many small fights in different corners of the city. And one example, Alter Street. in only one day, we have like 3 different things that happen in Alter. One guy stabbed another guy tried to shoot another guy, all in the same day. And why? If the Alter is being like this for the last 8 years, nobody did anything to stop this kind of environment. I mean, our mayor live in that street, and they tell me, I mean, the people in there, they told me, but he walked through here all the time, and he sees the problem that we have. We have one grocery store full with bars, like Dominican Republic style. When I saw that, I said, my God, we have to do something here quick. I mean, we can't let this happen in our town, because once you see one business putting bars in their windows, it's because something is not right. I mean, you might say that it's right, but it's not. And we know this, this area of Alter Street is being full of problems all the time. And you don't even see a cop walking in that area. There are only 4 or 5 blocks of that area, and I haven't seen one cop ever walking that area. So we need to address this. Another thing that we need to address is the quality of life. Noise. I am against noise within the city limit. Even if they vote for me, I will go and prosecute noise and loud music in town. I will talk, I'm gonna work with them, and I'm gonna try to get them a small place. If they have a club that called Musicólogos, and they have a loudspeaker and stuff in cars. I say, you know what, guys? I can work out with you. I wanna organize you guys. I'm gonna try to get you in a spot so you can be, as a young person that you are, you can play your hobby. But if I see you with the loud music in town, I will prosecute you. And I will know who you are. I know who you are. I know your cars, so I don't even have to go after you. I can go to your house directly, you know. And this is how we need to approach the problems in town. We have to give them the opportunity to be themselves, because they're not killing anybody. But if they break the law within the city limits, they're going to have to pay the price.
Folks, I'm talking to Vianney Castro. He's running for mayor of Hazleton. As you can see, there's many items of discussion. I'm going to tell you, it's interesting because everyone has a point, and Vianney is here and telling you exactly what he's going to do. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to the Sam Lesante Show, folks. Once again, thank you for making the Sam Lesante Show the #1 talk show in northeastern Pennsylvania. I really appreciate that. That was taken from a scientific poll, my friends, from Susquehanna Polling and Research, voted the #1 research company in the United States. I'm talking to Vianney Castro, who is running for mayor in Hazleton, November the 7th. It's going to be an interesting race. A lot of great candidates. Vianney's here to talk about what he wants to do. Quality of life, we talk about that, and it's so important because when you go to some people, I've mentioned, if you walk this mall and talk about some of the people who have been born and raised here, some of them are scratching their heads when they see what's happening in the city with the quality of life, the blight, the people abusing the town, not respecting, the city. How are you going to address that?
Most of the people in town, they respect the law. Most of the people in town are good, hard-working people. And there are only a few people who never follow the law. And this is normal in all the cities. You're always going to get the good ones that are most of the people and a few bad apples. So we definitely have to go after these bad apples that we have in town and are throwing garbage, are not taking care of their properties. But one of the things that I believe we have to do as a city hall is start with ourselves, with what can we do directly to improve the view and the quality of life of the city. And I believe is start fixing our infrastructures, our sidewalks, our streets. Because once you have a street that is full of potholes, a sidewalk that is broke, that you have grass coming out all over the place, it is so easy on another person just to keep throwing garbage on top of that because it doesn't look clean. It doesn't look properly fixed. So we need to find a way as a city to fix our sidewalks, to talk to the homeowners, and together come with a plan, maybe with a loan, maybe with whatever plan, with the grant money, to fix our sidewalks, at least in the main areas of the city and then in the downtown area of the city. Our roads, our streets, they are, my God, it is a disaster. Not even our country to have the streets so bad like we have in this town. And normally the state, they give you money to fix 5 to 8% of the streets a year. We need to push the city hall, do whatever we can get in our hands to put as much money as we can to fix our streets. Once you fix the streets, and the people of Hazleton are already fixing their houses, because most of the houses of Hazleton are already being fixed and they are already looking kind of nice, most of them. But if the streets are bad, they're never going to look nice. If the streets are bad and the sidewalks are bad, we always going to look like as a dirty city. And I think this is one of the key to change the mentality of the people, number one, and to change the perception of the people, number two. We need to fix our streets and to fix our sidewalks. And when it comes to the garbage, I believe that we should have created a program of recycling program that we don't have in the city. I mean, you hear that, oh yeah, we recycle. You put the plastic here and the garbage here. No, when the garbage truck come, they throw everything in the same place. We don't have, normally in big cities, they have 1 day for recycling, 1 day for garbage, 2 days. That's gonna save a lot of problem to the people in the garbage accumulation in the house. So I don't know why they never applied this kind of program here before, but I'm gonna look into that once we win.
What are your thoughts about the transfer station?
The transfer station is a good question, Sam. Thanks God, I say no from the beginning to the transfer station, not on Broad Street. I'm not against the project. It's a good project. I believe we should have a transfer station close, but not in the place that they want to put it back then. And this is one thing that scares me, Sam, because I believe that the actor mayor, he put that on the table for now because we are in election year, and it's not convenient for him. But if he wins, I believe he might bring that back up. And I don't agree from now on. I don't agree with the transfer station in that place that they want to put it because I don't want to see the trucks going through Broad Street. I will agree with the transfer station in another place, farther away from the city, close but not too close.
Okay. What would be your first priority if you should become the mayor of Hazleton?
My first priority is to work with the young people of Hazleton so they cannot get into the gangs and the drugs war. That's one of my main targets. I believe that we have a core to work with the young people and educate them to be better because they are the future of Hazleton. And it's one of the main reasons that moved me. Since I've been working with so many kids and I see so many needs in the city for them and so many lives that are being lost when we could save them. That is what made me move to work right away with them.
Mm-hmm. That's your first priority?
My first priority.
Well, this is your camera. And I want you to tell the citizens of Hazleton why they should vote for Vianney Castro for mayor in Hazleton.
Well, I think that we should vote for Vianney Castro because I've been 11 years in business in town and I have a really good reputation. I have a vision for the city. I have the passion to work for the city. And everything that I am doing it from my heart. I believe in a change, a city that we all can live together as one, with no more misconception and perception of each other. It's just, I dream of a city that we all should be seeing each other as regular Americans, as regular citizens, fighting for their families, working for their families, pushing their families forward, because our family is the most important thing. Our family is for what we fight and we get up every day to work. Vote for Vianney Castro, and I will show you that we can be better, and we will do better. Thank you very much.
Well, Vianney, as I tell everybody who comes on the show, I wish them the very best. I applaud anyone who's running for office today. It's a difficult task, as you're seeing right now, running for office. Whomever should win, I hope they do the best. I know they all mean well, and certainly I wish you the best.
Thank you, Sam. I hope to do my best. I will do my best. I hope to do a really good job that everybody get happy with it.
November 7th, my friends, you've seen them here on our show, explaining to you why and what they're going to do, so you make the decision. We'll see you next time.